something strange is happening. Still on justice for Mohbad. Ladies and gentlemen, there is this update, and I am very concerned about those who think that using the title widow absolves that person of crime. I have said it at the beginning, and I think people are not looking into that angle. I said, immediately Mohbad, RIP, Cynthia contacted a mother and who she needed to contact. They swung into action. As a former corrupt police officer, a mother did what she needed to do to make sure that whatever evidence or anything that will drop Cynthia Omonwo into the dungeons of hell will not surface. I'm not blaming Cynthia alone because Mohbad's brother is also present. Now, the former police, they call him CP, police, handling the case of the 3-second video. From what we heard, this man has been transferred. He has been moved out of Lagos to wherever it is. Maybe Sambisa Forest, where the terrorists reside. What we heard is that this man left with all of the evidence. The mobile phone, the video inside of the mobile phone, and other evidence that were presented. He moved away with it. He did not hand over to the new CP, the CP that Yomi Fabi was seen with, and others, where they went to request for more energy to be imputed in getting justice for Mohbad. Why did that CP sit down? Why did that CP refuse to handle that case? Now, you might think it is Cynthia's mother alone. No, not at all. You see, their family is a family of police officers, very corrupt people. So, with Cynthia's mother in the UK or US or wherever she is, they still have active police officers on ground. And these guys are terrible. Don't forget that they gave wine. They said wine and box of wine, who knows, and money. And money is still passing from hand to hand to make sure that justice is not gotten. No investigation. No further investigation. That is what they are standing on. No further investigation. He went away with the video. I know that video is somewhere. Yes, that video is somewhere. Yomi Fabi said, I have not seen it, and nobody has seen it. But Mohbad's father said something. He brushed it off in the kind of offhand manner. He said, that video that Yomi is talking about, I know about the video. I know about the video. I know about it or I have seen it. Is it that it does not correspond to whatever it is that happened to Mohbad? Or is it that it does not depict what we have been saying so far about the violence, the toxic relationship, and the wickedness? The little clip that I brought to you some couple of hours ago, you saw Cynthia and Mohbad. Now, we are not saying couples don't quarrel. Girlfriend, boyfriend, partners, marriages. People quarrel, they fight, they say things against each other. You are not living in your house like you are saints, like you can't talk, you can't breathe. No. But what I'm saying is this. Listen to the utterances of both of them and also look deep into the cause of the matter. That will build that I want you to look into. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a roller coaster. That's why I took time to explain. Yes, it is going to be a roller coaster. I want you to pay attention to this one. Stay put. It is getting serious. Like and share, please. Let's get right into it.
Police command of what by Mohbad is covered and unused under your wash, I will never forgive you. I will never in my life have any iota of respect for you again. I will never in my life again. If the police should do this to us, it is not your officers that investigated it. God gifted Mohbad and the public this evidence, and your police officers, the Lagos State Police Command, want to use the power, the public office and the public power that the public entrusted them with. They want to use it to cover it up and give Mohbad injustice. Police in Nigeria have been accused of injustice, but this one will be too glaring. It's even worse than police brutality. To cover up and ensure that a direct evidence is covered, this will be worse than the brutality we fought against in 2020. This is a direct attack on the Nigerian people, youth and students and masses under your watch. This is a direct attempt to say, we will do it, we are police in Nigeria, we will cover up murder, and we will cover up evidence and nothing will happen. Under your watch it will happen. I'm calling on the president of Nigeria to never allow this to happen. This is too glaring, it's too obvious. We are pained. This is too much for a police to do. It's inciting the public to serious violence. And now they will say people that are protesting does not like Lagos State. They don't like this, they don't like that. How many Nigerians, how many lives of police officers will have to go down trying to cover up murderers of an innocent boy? I would never forgive or have any respect for that. I would never. If you want me to respect you, to respect the name, if I see your surname anywhere, if you want me to respect, I have done my bit for this country. And I'm standing tall to tell you, sir, it is under your watch. You know what is going on. We will not continue to accept this silence. It is not making sense. The Nigerian people that are asking, demanding for justice, you are not better than any of us. You are only opportuned. It is a public position given to you. Ask your children, how many of them really do not want Mohbad to get justice? Even your children will want Mohbad to get justice. Why should you use your position? Why should they cover it up? That phone is domiciled in your command and they don't want to release it. They don't want to act on the content and they want us to keep quiet. We will protest. When it is time, we will not even say a word. We will come out, or else you will kill as much as you want to kill as usual, and then we will meet in heaven later on. This is not making sense. Absurdity. Gross abuse of power. Aiding and abetting criminals with the police uniform, with the green, white, green. Then where is the country? Why should I be scared of people like that? Is that policing? This is a serious stain on the Nigerian police force. A young boy is in the morgue for over 500 days. I am suing you to the court of conscience. The Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, CP Olorundare, Moshood, you gave us your word. Time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. We will not notify before we take to the street and demand our rights. If you have your rifles, take our lives. We are willing to put down our lives. Enough is enough. How will this country get better? Why should you keep giving back to children and allow some Nigerians to determine a terrible, disgusting fate for the future of our children? Are we not dead that way? Because of a little enjoyment. How much was paid? Let us know. If you care about the health of this country, you need to allow that phone, the content of the phone, to see the light of justice. I don't care whose us is God. The lady is beginning to put up a show of shame, and you are still allowing it. Almost 20-something-year-old, Otun Bota, who gave her the script to be going and messing around with the war tour. The media houses are aiding and abetting murderers, giving a platform to say nonsense. If you are around your husband when he was murdered, particularly in the house, the title of a widow does not befit you yet. The title that befits you is a suspect until you are cleared of no wrongdoing. How Wunmi and Loba, Cynthia, was not even a suspect from beginning, is still a marriage. How Adura Aloba Shadrach is not a suspect, it's still a marriage. Now look at what is happening. Look at what is coming out. And we claim we have police that we want to say I have right to arrest this, I have right to detain this. And then you want us to accept that you can selectively allow murderers to walk free. With all the nonsense we are hearing. Police said bled profusely. Which kind bleeding? Bleeding at bleeding profusely. Who gave the police the account of a bleed profusely? And then on Tuesday, 12th of September, the other guys are claiming spending. DJ Bami are claiming they went to the chemist to get first aid. First aid for which bleeding? Bleeding since Sunday. Make it make sense. Are we slaves? Can we continue in sin and ask that the grace should abound? Can we continue to ask that Nigeria should get better? The president of Nigeria is working hard every day. He wants to leave a good legacy. What will be your legacy? What will be your legacy? Mr. Kayode Egbetokun, I am suing you to the court of conscience. You are a public servant and not a slave merchant. You are a public servant and not a slave merchant. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. To take many lives as usual. And then ask them, did you ask them to be aiding and abetting murderers? You are the only authority. You are the number one authority. We don't want this thing in our society again. We want everybody to be safer. We want reduced labor on Nigerian police officers. We want everybody to rise up to understand that criminality has no place in the society. How much more murder? How can you think you will take the life of another person and you will rest? How can murderers have the effrontery to insult, to talk down on people that are demanding for justice, to talk down on a human rights organization under your watch? Murderers for that matter. Suspects for that matter. The nurse, DJ Bami, that they would never be having Miss Delemo. They will be facing serious criminal charges. Wunmi Cynthia Aloba will be facing heavy, serious criminal charges. Adura Aloba will be facing serious criminal charges. And every other person that reflects in that evidence. Except they come quickly now and they confess. And they say their part and exonerate themselves. ṣé mọ̀ pé bó ṣe rí sìn àwa táwọn represent public kò sí owó tí everybody tó ń donate wọn bá tó donate o mobilization lèmi rí fi ṣe ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn èmi ò lè gbé owó fún wọn pé ẹgbàá millions kẹwàá justice fún Mohbad. The only thing I have been doing and that I have done, which is normal and statutory, is to use what is donated to mobilize. If any the motto ni can so motto. If sun hotel ni, if ṣe gbà àwọn yẹn àṣìṣe yẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ẹni tá sọ yìí, wọ́n á gbé owó ńlá lọ fún wọn. Tó bá
must it be about the rich and poor? Must it be about the masses and the rich ones? No, all life matters. Exactly. All lives, whether rich, whether poor, we all matters. All life matters.
gbogbo àwọn tẹrí tí wọ́n tó ń lo.
tó ti ń tẹ́ ọba dúró lórí owó nìkan, then there is no hope again in that country. It's only left for rich people to live.
We have to come out and fight for the soul of this country by protesting peacefully. Because at the end of the day, gbogbo àwọn tó bá ní kí lè ti fẹ́ protest fún ǹjọ́ tó bá bá ẹ̀wòrú Ọlátúnjí yẹn sìn. Let's assume the mother is somewhere saying kí lè ti fẹ́ protest fún. Wọ́n bá tọ́ pọmọ tí wọ́n sì wọ́n expect ká lọ́ọ́ bí wọ́n.
Wọ́n pariwo síta gbogbo nǹkan táwọn public yìí ṣe lọ́ fara mọ́. Nítorí ẹ̀mú yẹn sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tí Mohbad ó lọ́ gan-an. Family àná ìwọ accord. Ìyọ̀ tó yẹ kí màmá ẹ̀ pariwo pé ìwọ ìyàwó tó wà lé kí ló ṣọmọ. Ẹnu ọmọ ó bleed profusely àbí kí ló pé lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ òyìnbó dáadáa tó ń lò wọ́n. Ó bleed after bleeding where is the okay níbo ni gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ tá a rí yẹn tí Kàrímọ́ gbé jáde pẹ̀lú jacket wọ́n grip top. Níbo lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ti jáde kò jẹ́ pé àpá tó fi hàn wá yẹn that little saw làwọn ọmọ nìyẹn máa ti jáde.
Òun náà ti bọ́ta sọ, look at the video she did. She's not doing interview. Mohbad ló ti jáde pé wàá lóore ó fẹ́ lọ wọ́n máa tọ́ ni pé lọ ṣe media tour so that
no that girl she's out to kill herself. Now she can't even respond back to VDM because that one òun ló lọ fọwọ́ kékeré gbá ńlá lọ́dọ̀ VDM and that was stated.
What is there now is that she will think she's coming to do a media tour that will make her gather sympathy, do this and that, but unfortunately, she's on a mission to expose herself the more. Because at the end of the day, she's been changing everything police said from the beginning at the first investigation. Story to change. She, as the eyewitness, somebody who was there, is now giving a different narrative to what the police had already given as part of the investigation and the preliminary report. That means either she lied to the police then, or the police only concocted that report for whatever reason or purpose. And that means if they can do it for Mohbad, they will do it for me. They will do it for you. They will do it for your brother. They will do it for your father. And that is how the country will continue if we don't act now. If you don't do anything. And you will see what will happen. You will see very soon. The black woody pass another substance to you guys. And you're telling us you don't have a hand. And that person is not even part of those charged. No. Call it walk. Let's have you.
In Lagos State has that phone and the video. He's a man of integrity. He will have said something. The phone is not with the man, neither has he seen the video. If you just come here, we start ranting or anything, without the video, evidences, and the phone, the commissioner cannot do anything. If information getting to us, making us to know that the former commissioner went away with the phone and the entire evidences on the phone, where are we heading to? Where are we heading? And secondly, excuse me, let me land, please. This is how we started with the CCTV footage. Nothing fruitful came out of the CCTV footage. The woman who was to give you the CCTV footage, as you've said to us, is still walking about. If she can have a vital and concrete evidences like that, why is he not releasing it? Why is the police not going to court?
As a matter of fact, sir.
To someone, excuse me, please.
Before,
to someone the woman,
I have right to interject you. Hold on. Hold on. Right before the AIG, I questioned the honesty of Mohbad's neighbor, that man. Right before the AIG, right before even Mama Mohbad's, right before Adura, and we had a serious, heated argument, even before the police officers. But don't forget, I'm just about the only person on the front line. Anybody. Everybody is talking on social media here. Even people that live beside Zone 2 anyway, they will not show face. Everybody is a warrior on social media. Everybody is a saint. We are the cleanest. We are not saying it's this. That your me is not this. That your me is not that. And some people listen to them. To not to what reactor to feel. It's quite a shame that I have to fight for justice through this kind of a, because it's too porous on this kind of a portal. It's not that I didn't learn my lesson. In the next crusade, because we will see this to the end together. Not because if I run away from this rallying center, it's quite unfortunate that the major people that are going to be fighting for this thought that this app will help them to bring the right people together. But unfortunately, everybody was sorry to come. Everybody is shouting, everybody is shouting this, you are not doing this right, and they are not ready to do anything. We know the numbers that we should be putting up when we say we are taking to the street. But of course, I have to start looking outside. There are so many people that want justice for Mohbad. They are not on TikTok, they are not on Facebook, they are not on Instagram. I know how they will hear my voice and they will come out on the next outing. We might not even wait. It might even be before the 10th of April. A big protest, peaceful protest will have to come down because we cannot afford to allow the Nigerian police to do this. It's too blatant, it's too glaring that is what the Nigerian police is standing for now. Using the office of the police to cover up a key evidence that would help murderers to walk free. We are dead, but we are just walking free. Continue, sir, Mr. Olukayode.
Yeah, as I'm telling you, and I will still repeat it to you, I believe your press release on the CCTV is still crucial to what is on ground. I don't think we need to sweep the CCTV issue under the carpet. We must unravel what actually happened. Why that man is not releasing the CCTV?
Don't worry,
anymore.
I can't discuss whatever we are doing on that here. But don't worry yourself on that.
Because
your concern is
people need to be worried because people are curious. We listen to what some people are saying that where did we arrive on the CCTV issue? It's a death story. Now we are talking about the video and the phone, the 10 or 30 minute video you said.
The very people that are asking for what is the status of a CCTV investigation are the ones condemning that Yomi Fabi is being given money, is taking money. So if you want us to go on and achieve something on the CCTV, speak, you know what? Let's when it is time, the right help will come and we'll get it out. We are working on it. I cannot be working on two against one.
Excuse me, Yomi. Let's be sincere with ourselves. And I'm drawing this to the doorstep of the Nigerian police. If you have evidences about someone that has the footage of what transpired that day in that estate and is not willing to release it, I think if the new commissioner of police is seeking justice, is seeking a way to check the phone and the 3 minutes or 10 minutes video, he should at the same time look into the CCTV issue. Call that man or that woman into question. Madam, they said you have this. What do you have? Let's have it.
My brother, when we call for a peaceful protest concerning this, please come out. Talking on social media is not going to get that result. They believe majority talking on social media are not willing to act it out. They are only talking the talk. And that is the only thing. If you are not going to be available, sponsor enough people. 50 people can represent you. That is when it's going to make meaning to me. You think you will talk here and they will listen? Advocacy in social media, man, more result because
then I want to ask Yomi. Then I want to ask you a question. Yomi, I want to ask you a question. We are talking about the video now. If the video goes the same way with the CCTV, what are we doing? What is the next line of action?
My brother, come about eBay so that it will not go the same way. Is why I'm challenging you. Fight for justice for Mohbad is not for Mohbad to come and rise up. It's fight for your own self, your children, and the future of that country so that it can be safe. And people can learn from this. It's what you're sacrificing for. I said it's not compulsory that you come physically. But do something. When we come for protest, our numbers is very important. Teach, educate young boys around you. Do you know about Mohbad's case? Get me 20 boys. Do video call. Let me speak to boys in the area. Okay, 20 of you, I want you to go and represent me. Have you had my explanation on this Mohbad matter? Now they want to do a peaceful protest. I am sponsoring all of you. Your transportation and whatever you're going to use to buy stuff. Do that. If 50 people do that in different places, 20 people, we are getting close to 1,000 people. Why? And they know Mohbad. Then you have justification for what you're doing. But for you to be listening to somebody screaming on TikTok, faceless, condemning Yomi Fabi, pitching Yomi and Baba against themselves, and you think those ones are the front runner or the fighter for justice. How? Because somebody has been talking about justice beforehand. But what they are doing is to block the pathway to justice. These people cannot even sponsor 10 people for a protest. This nonsense needs to stop because the police wants to see the seriousness on the side of the public. The public want justice, but only few people are acting offline. The rest are only making out online. The key things that we should do, they can't do it. If I can not the police investigation, if I can not the police warrant of arrest, if I can not the mobilizing police, if I can not the transportation of police, if I can before I not the transportation army, and you are condemning under the $250 million. Shama guy mo gbèsè tí mo ti jẹ ni. Shama iṣẹ́ tí mo ti cut ni. I know how many jobs I've rejected because I want to be fully to man love for 1 week. I don't know what will have happened. Because some locations won't have network. Even I won't have time to even use my phone. I'm only putting myself on available for MC and teaching my students only.
Yomi, for me as a person, I still appreciate all what you're doing. But one thing I'm seeing the way you're telling us now is that the Nigerian police are not ready to do anything.
That our government understand.
Mr. Prince, that means that means we are trying to tell ourselves that we are trying to tell ourselves there is no government in Nigeria.
There is no government.
If the police cannot do the right thing at the right time, until when
let me tell you something. If you have children, let me tell you something. There's no future in Nigeria again. Our children's future is nothing. If you have any money, take your children out of this country because if anything happens to them, they will not get justice.
It's a pity.
It's a pity.
Where did Mohbad die? When and where did Mohbad die?
Cold, he needed AC, like he's feeling hot inside, like the injection is making him hot inside. And we tried our best. We took him to the hospital, and like 20 minutes after, the doctor said he's dead. We took him to the hospital, and like 20 minutes after, the doctor said he's dead. Minute after, the doctor said.
Now the point is this: Kosiba we don't have to deceive ourselves. If Wunmi is coming out to say she does not know whether the injection given to him was a mistake or the lady was sent, that means she has every right, or as at the time Mohbad died, she's of the opinion or divided opinion that whether he was spied or it was a mistake. And if you are so unsure that maybe the lady was sent to buy your husband, why the burial the second day? Why not take him to the morgue? Nigerian police. Amamu kan lẹ o. Why the barrier so quick? Let's listen to this.
Hey, hello, my people. Come and listen to another Wunmi story about how Mohbad was there. Guys, please listen to this and watch it. This is not even making no sense anymore. What is going on? All what we want to know, what kills Mohbad? What kills Mohbad? We are having sleepless night. We don't even know what is going on. A lot of people have been in the hospital. A lot of people have been diagnosed with depression just because of the death of Mohbad. I'm actually one of the fans. I want to know what kills Mohbad. I'm not Team Wunmi or Team Mohbad. Wunmi, please tell us. You were there when this boy was killed. What killed him? Who took his life away?
This person is saying, did Wunmi bury him? Did you read the CTC at all? The question, you people are making it look like the testimony at the CTC is the crime scene, as in immediately, the same day, lost Corona inquest. We're talking about actions that were meant to be taken as the person beside the spouse when they pied him. Nobody, no other person is responsible for Mohbad more than the wife. Particularly when you were there when he was pied. You cannot tell us that you concluded within you that it was a mistake from the nurse. And you allowed the nurse to go home, and then you allowed that they should go and bury him. You didn't tell us you were on your feet like, I don't know if this woman came to pie my husband. Why would you go? You need to return him. Let's take him to the morgue. These are the reasons why she is meant to be a suspect. For heaven's sake. If what she's saying now on this TV station is what truly happened, and if this is what she said to police, there is no way she will not be a suspect. Báwo ló ṣe máa pa ọmọ mi lójú mi? Pa ọkọ mi lójú mi, ẹni tó pa ìyàwó mi lójú mi, ẹni tó pa dẹ̀ lọ. Mo dẹ̀ agree pé kó lọ irú báwo ṣe fẹ́ agree?
All sort of lies, they fabricate news just for them to have followership.
It's all this nonsense these people are saying. They are using the excuse of TikTok to cover up for the real thing. How would a lawyer be going to talk about they are looking for their pocket for what is the value of the Mohbad himself? Abiola Kugo, people deliberated on it, they discussed on so many things. You are making it look like because it's people on social media now that people should not talk about it because okay, only Dangote. Anybody that talks about him, there is money that you people from with or without Mohbad story, this guy DJ Shikid Kosoro Mohbad, she kon pa wọ́n lórí TikTok ni. Pella ò sọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad, she kon pa wọ́n lórí TikTok. Thinking that it is it's quite terrible, it's quite funny. Irú àwọn lawyer pátápupa. Àwọn lawyer tó pọ̀ ṣe ló yẹ kó máa gún. Kó máa jáwé jégbò. Or kó máa ta lékú lẹ́jà. Ewu ọmọ ló yẹ kí lawyer lè bàtà. Kò tí mo ṣàṣe láì.
On their program and all that. And some of them immediately they do, before you know it, they will delete it all and you will not see it again. But they will have gotten what they want. So this is just it.
I want to even ask in the first place, what was your relationship with your father-in-law like? And what triggered this reaction?
We had a very good relationship. Like our relationship was, it was like a father figure in my life. We had a very, very cordial relationship. Like he was the one that made, the marriage, because I was married to my husband legally. Mm-hmm. He was the one that made the marriage, like he the marriage, even the birth of my child, because then I just finished my university. I was supposed to go for my master's. So he was even the one that, you know, initiated this pregnancy, taking me to different places to have a baby, saying...
Oh, so it was actually planned.
Yes, like...
as if it just happened.
No, it was planned. Like, we literally prayed for that baby. Like, it's like a miracle. We literally prayed, we fasted with this same man. We fasted for 7 days with my husband. We did so many things just for this baby, because he just came...
You know, they are more 20-something years, 22 years old, Abikiniko. Kelete and fast, and warm kiri. Cheboyako keyboard, cover your koyundeni. Kiru kile nwa kiri se Mohbad ti mo ko fẹ́ kú ni àbí kí ló fa gbogbo ọmọ so no mo nji ọmọ ìwọ mo kiri ọmọ 22 23 years old èmi ò rí sí gbogbo wo pátápátá yìí o.
And told us that the Holy Spirit tells him that we should have a baby, and you know the baby would be so glorious and you know famous all over the world. And when he grows up and dies, the baby would be the one to buy his coffin. You know those words still sound weird to me.
Coffin. This is somebody that was saying the reason why Mohbad's neck was bent in the coffin was because it was too tall, 5 point feet or 6.1. So they could not, I don't know. So they were so impatient to get the right coffin. That means they have to bend the neck so that it can, why would you allow that to be done? Human dignity was lost. There must be, that dignity must never be eroded or stolen away, even as a dead body. It's sacrosanct. It is the law. It is the sacredness of a dead body. You have to treat a dead body with respect.
Delivery of my child, you know, it's from one problem to another. The fact that my husband forgave his mother, and you know, he felt...
Okay, he and his mother...
yeah, they've departed for a long time, yes. So he felt betrayed, like, oh, because, you know...
How can a TV station allow you to use their platform to be saying all this when the celebrity is still in the morgue? And these ones are not professionals. How can you allow and people sit down to be listening to all this? You are just destroying the girl more. A sort-based, the gossip platform. This is not a serious network. If this network is serious, you will spend this enough long hair time to be saying things that has nothing to the progress of the society. People want to sit and hear. If some TV stations become desolate, people don't watch them again. They don't reckon with them again. They will know that this kind of situation is what will always keep them into oblivion. My husband wear red pata or come work pata pupa when the key things that will be okay, how as the wife, what brought you here? I want justice for my husband. Tell us what you saw, how you want him to. Then that should be the main point. What is all this? In a country like Nigeria, the most populous nation in 2025, there is no way I will be brought to a station like this. Even the few minutes I will be given, I want to just come back. Okay, the woman said you are this, you are that. And Kiriko, she's a widow. No. Widowship is not a title that anybody should be proud of. If you are with a husband and he was murdered, and if he was murdered in the house with you, where you are, and we don't know who murdered him yet, or you can't point to who murdered him yet, or we're not clear yet, even you as the wife, you can't be claiming the title of a widow yet. You will still be maintaining the title of a suspect. And asking you question as a suspect does not mean they are trying to widow shame you. You can't continue to make Nigerians look stupid and be thinking you'll be working on the intelligence of young people. This is a murder case that you witnessed. And you're thinking because you are the wife, we should forget about the aspect of questioning you, and then we should be retaining and be saying, oh, she's just a widow. The same sentiment that you played on the intelligence of Nigerians that they couldn't even drill you at the first time. Now she's playing the same card, and the police are getting messed up with it again. But if it is another person, you will go there, all out there, and run after the person. Now is another opportunity. Video, yeah. You have seen the video, you have seen the contents of the phone. And she's coming here to say, let's Just work on the intelligence of the public. And you know, fall for now. Today, boy, the widow. You are a widow if he died of a natural cause. If your husband is murdered and you were around it, and people are said to have sneaked into your house, and you are not speaking the truth, you cannot even you can't maintain the status of a widow yet until you are cleared. Until you are cleared, you now be deceiving. You deceive your likes with the title, I'm a widow, I'm a widow. Widow call. Window ni. You better open your window if you're interested, because all this nonsense is not adding up. You are telling us who told the police, who gave the police the account of bleeding profusely. Because on this same station, you said it was just a minor cut. You are meant to be the principal witness to tell the police what happened, because even the fight that the police were attributing happened in your face. Happened in your face. Who told the police? And if truly there was no bleeding profusely from Ikorodu, why didn't you negate it when they said your husband bled profusely? When you knew it was just a minor cut. You came here and said it was just a minor cut. But police released a statement, said he bled profusely. You allowed that to stay for 1 year, and they arrested people because of that. Where is your conscience? Where is the conscience of people following you? And you think because you want to cling to the title of a widow, which you can't be questioned. This is a case of homicide. You don't deserve the title of a widow yet. You deserve the title of a suspect, because it is a murder case, a murder that happened right before your face, and it is not clear yet. Don't use the title widow to deceive and to gather unnecessary sympathy so that you can escape justice. It's unacceptable. The only time it will be befitting for you is if together we all allow that justice be served and the truth is established. That is when we will know whether you deserve the title of a widow or not. If he was not murdered, you can cling on to the widowship. But in this case, if he was murdered and people that came in, you knew them, people that attended to him, you knew them, the public has not seen them, and the truth is not coming out yet, then you cannot categorically tell us, don't include me, because I am. How do you determine you are innocent? Not even when your brother-in-law accused you. If it was not Adura that shutted me up, why did you reject him? Why did you remove your lawyer from helping and standing in for Adura? What brought about the quarrel? Who are you deceiving? Your lawyer came to Zone 2 and said, we stopped working for Adura. You lied again against me. You came publicly and said, I refuse to go and see the video. They've invited me to come and see the video in Command Ikeja. Aren't you ashamed of yourself that I went to the same command they refused to show me? How much were you paid to cover it up? What is going on? You and your followers should be ashamed of yourselves. That, can you imagine? Why are you not attacking the police? Why haven't you shown your Mifabi or book a date? Ask that the police should give you time and me the same time. In the same command, and they should bring the phone and play it for me and you. Bring a 2 witness, and I bring two witnesses. You will never fight for the dignity, for the reputation of your man, and you'll be claiming his name for everything. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? You said, oh, Mohbad was not in the video. That it was a fight between you and his old-time friend. Only what is Zomo Legonja no video here, Mohbad will record. That was what you said. And the same Zomo came out and said that was a lie. It was actually you and Mohbad that was fighting. And you had a weapon. Make it make sense. And now the police are still shielding that. Whether it is 3 years video, whether it is 19th century video, whether it is September 11 or September 12 video, let us see. You should be ashamed of yourself. Widow indeed. You are a widow. Widow not only. Look at a widow. The legacy of your husband, look at what you're doing. Nigerian police, you want to eat up the polity, because it's now getting closer to clarity that you are shooting and you're trying to cover up for a murderer. If not, you will let us see that phone and the content of that phone. The Inspector General of Police, we are demanding that you should use your good office to allow for plainness. Police under your watch should humbly, honorably, if they cannot release the content, they should act on the content of that video and effect the right arrest and let justice be served. If not, we'll put the blood of Mohbad on all the hands of the top echelons. We'll put the blood of Mohbad into the hands of the IG, the AIG, and the Commissioner of Police. We'll keep mentioning your names and we'll say the blood of Mohbad is in your hand. Are you not bímọ now? Ìgbà mélòó ló kù? Check ìlú ìbá bàjẹ́ lọ ká máa wò ni. Nigerian youth, there is no two ways about it. I have been screaming, I've been shouting on this particular phone. Where they took the 3 seconds video. I've been to Mohbad's house. Nigerian police, we are going to be holding you responsible for covering up the murderers of Mohbad. You saw what is in the video and you are using the office of the Nigerian police to cover up the murderers. Prove us wrong. Act on the content of our phone. It is becoming a shameful thing. The whole world is aware. The youth are aware. The human rights community are aware of what is going on.
Welcome back. It is going to be fire for fire. That's basically what it is. Fire for fire. If the Nigerian police, I mean, let us be even direct. It is not the Nigerian police. There is a system that has been put in place. A system that is supposed to work. But unfortunately, these guys are just living on a patched up life, a dirty life. That's the kind of, I mean, look at what's going on. It is clear, very clear, that there is this intentional move. Now, a lot of people might think, oh, this Mohbad's case is the first of its kind. No, the reason why this might appear to people as if it's a problem that they do not have understanding about. No, it has always been like that. It has always been like that. It's just that people are rising up now, far much more now than before. People are rising up now saying, look, we are using this Mohbad just like how we did during NSAS. They have come to realize that collective consciousness and action is the way forward. NSAS taught them this. It's not as if people have rioted. They call it riots. But now it's a different dispensation. So people use Mohbad's demise as a rallying point to address what has been existing. It's not today that someone will be unalived this way. The only time you see police jump into a case is only when they just want to work. Like, oh, there is a case, someone has been, and they also want to milk the family of some money. If there's nothing to milk, say, we will shoot your leg now. We will take you to, they will do what they need to do. There are innocent people in prison everywhere in the world, and there are guilty people in prison everywhere in the world. So, people are simply rallying up on this justice for Mohbad to prove a point, to change the narrative, to change the system. That's just what it is. So it's not something that is, but now that we're amplifying it, making it louder, there's not going to be business as usual. No, not at all. We don't want to hear stories of police officers funding themselves. That's why police officer, when you go to the police station and you want them to investigate, or you want them to do, unless it's a public outrage, then they will go out like how they did on Mohbad. But they came out back with nothing. Do you see the approach? Police will ask you to mobilize them. Have you heard? You know, it's like the corrupt way of saying lobbying. Like in the US, they call it lobbying, which is still corruption. But they gave it a name and beautify it. They beautified it. And they created some kind of committee, ethics committee around it. Like, okay, but it's the same thing. So mobilization, mobilizing police officers, private citizens, mobilizing police officers. Is that how it works in other climes where at least they have 70% functioning police force, functioning as it should? Mobilizing police so that you can get answers and results, because they will tell you, listen, we are the one that fueled our car. Do you know where they get the money from? Not from their wages, their salary. They get it from money that they extort from the public. Roadblock, like armed robbers. They get it from other criminal activities that they engage in. They get it from different sources. That's how they operate. They get it from wine collection and money collection. That's how they get. So to them, this is mobilization. If you need the police to do anything, you come with money and you give them food. Then if the other person gives them something higher, it's like you are trying to appease a Maleficent spirit. That's how it is. Highest bidder. Who brings more? Who is more connected to people that can sack them? Who knows someone high up there? A more superior officer. That's how it works. That is how it works. Who knows who? That is how it works. It's a terrible situation, I will tell you. It's a terrible, terrible situation that we are in. It's a terrible situation. It is glaring. I would like to you, justice for Mohbad was already going on the ground. There was no more pressure. Everything was going down, not until this conversation that Yomi Fabi talked about. Someone chatted me and there's this short video that was sent to me, but we still want to see the full video. Let us hear the conversation of it. And the guy in that video that Cynthia mentioned his name on national television said it is not true. Cynthia is always trying to absolve herself of anything. Like, no, there is nothing. It's just normal argument. It's just recently she's saying there is only normal argument between husband and wife, and there is nothing I need to tell anybody about that. Only normal argument, normal fight between husband and wife. Nothing more, nothing less. I understand the part of trying to rearrange whatever it is that goes out there so as not to tilt, because these are masters of tilting the narrative. They know how to keep quiet, how to tilt the narrative. So she knows that there are certain videos, if people see it, if people watch the video, they might come to a conclusion and the public will judge her. And this could redirect justice. So she does not want some of these videos. So I understand that there are some videos that might not be attached to what pied Mohbad. Simply like, oh, these guys, both of them are fighting, quarreling. Who knows why they're always together and they're always fighting, you know? Because if not for any other thing, Mohbad shouldn't be with this kind of girl. If a relationship is too toxic and there is fight and quarrel, what are you with that person for? Are you looking for money? Are you looking for breath of life? What are you looking for? What are you waiting on that person for? So, the police in charge intentionally did what they did. They intentionally did it. But the new CP, I believe strongly, after the first visit, he should have requested, excuse me, can you transfer this to my desk? There is a case ongoing. But don't forget that these guys are cartel. They operate together. Okay, no problem. We will see what we will do. And maybe I will call him again and try to appease him and promise him. That's how the next week they are going to send me to wherever somebody else will take over. These guys. But we will get there. We will get there. So for Cynthia, going all over the place, saying, oh, that video, it was not even me. It was me and the guy said, it is not me and you fighting. Every time, Cynthia is always looking for stories to absolve herself of anything. Always. The guy said, it is not me and Mohbad fighting. It is Cynthia and Mohbad. They are the one having issues. I guess they have already sent bottles of wine and given money to the former CP, maybe, who knows, and told him, do not allow anybody see that video. One thing is this, I know it might be difficult because there was so much tension at the press conference when Adura said, yes, that video exists, I have it. Adura should have been asked publicly to produce that video there, right there at the press conference. Let us see the video. Maybe he might not be able to get that done because of the dogs that came with him. He might not be able to get that done. Yes, I understand that part. He might not be able to get it done. I know he might not be able to get that done. But that would have been a very good move. And Yomi Fabi said he was not allowed to even see the video when he went there. He realized that these guys are not willing to proceed. And the CCTV guy that told him a lot, the CCTV guy told him a lot and said, look, man, if you want to get this, come with court order so I won't be in problems at the end of the day. What these people are saying is not what happened because I saw it. Unfortunately, maybe Yomi Fabi had asked or he didn't ask. If he had gotten the opportunity to see that video, if he had gotten the opportunity to see the video, a little bit of it, if he had stylishly recorded a little bit of it, would have been in a better place. But maybe the man didn't give him the opportunity to come in. That same man later gave the police video that has nothing to do with what happened to Mohbad. He said he doesn't know anything about it. And later we heard he said he's afraid for his life. How could I have discussed with you? How could I have, believed in you? And the next thing, my video, the house, the video of his house, all over social media. Who put it there? Well, unfortunately, still people that are saying that they are seeking for justice. They might be seeking for justice, but somehow there are certain actions that we take that we don't properly evaluate it to know what will become of it. That video was put out there. The video of the house of the man. And the man panicked and said, even if I have anything, Even if I recorded anything, I am not going to show this to the public. These people want to life me if anything surface. So it's better I give them a video that has nothing inside of it, so I can be in peace. And I understand what no one is going to want to lay his life down for another person like that. I understand what the man did there. But unfortunately, someone posted the video of the house of that man. Like, I still do not understand to what end. Why will you post picture, video of the house of someone who is close to Mohbad's house and possibly has a CCTV footage of when they went to the hospital, who went, how they went, who came, who did not walk past the street, all of those things, posting it, till today, I still do not understand why. All to stop Yomi Fabi, or Yomi Fabi is trying to let us break his legs. Let us stop him because it seems focus is on Yomi Fabi. Money is not coming into justice for Mohbad's father's thing. I don't know. I'm trying to process it. I still cannot understand what usefulness, what are we going to gain if we are seeking for justice, if the video of the house of the man, or even anyone at all that is close, opposite, adjacent to Mohbad's house, that can give us at least footages so that we can compare and contrast the truth and the lies. Till now, I'm still wondering why, to what end.